Oh, I was asking because we supposed to do this because good thing we talking about taxes and all this shit. Should it be done away with classism? Like, should we not have no classism? Period. Should everybody be like? Should it be like a revolving door? Like should everybody be doing every job if you can do it, or like how older people can't do some of the stuff younger people can still do. So you have to rotate that to where they'll be having to do a little bit lighter duty stuff. But shouldn't everybody have a rotation? Are we rotating around and doing all these things?
How much niggas getting paid, man?
Huh?
How much is niggas getting paid? Like
to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't
everybody getting paid the same?
Yeah, everybody, because we're.
So you like socialist, communist type shit?
Let's see, because I think it sounds like he's talking about communism.
Is that communism?
Let me pull up the definition. Let's see.
I think socialist is like the government. Who's running this? Who's running the show?
Everybody. We'll be all voting on stuff.
So
it wouldn't be no electoral nothing. We'll be simply taking vote. The majority will win.
Okay, let me pull up the communism as well.
So how do you get picked for whatever job?
No, it's the younger you do, you'll be doing more of the physical labor. But you wouldn't be doing it all your life.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying who gets to dictate who does the physical labor versus
your age.
who's doing the books?
Your age. So you're saying young people will be out there doing most of the building of the bridge. It's like they say, it's a chick that turns 21 every day, or it's a guy that turns 21 every day. So he'll be doing the bridges and the construction work. It'll be new rotations.
And the young women too, they be out there building bridges.
Yeah, if you want to be equal, so do y'all want to be equal or not? But I'm saying they'll be mostly like nurturers, like teachers and stuff like that.
I mean, if to me, it'll always be rich and it's gonna always be poor. I even though I don't like the quote, what's his name, Steve Harvey? Yeah. He said, your job is not, the best thing you could do is not be one of them, which is the poor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I strive not to be poor, but I think it'll always be rich versus the poor. Mm-hmm. Even in communist or socialist societies.
I think, no, we shouldn't do away with classism.
Okay.
I think that's how we differentiate people's work efforts and how they reap the benefits of what it is of whatever they put into things. I think if you work hard and you put a whole bunch of elbow grease in and you spend your 10,000 hours into whatever craft that you are going into, then you deserve to reap the benefits of all that hard work. Mm-hmm. Versus somebody who is just, there's sharks, right? Sharks in particular. Sharks have, I think it's called a vacuum fish, where that fish literally has a pattern on its body that causes it to stick to the shark. Mm. And that's how that fish moves around. That's how I view, if we do away with classism, why would people work hard to be the best or to be innovative, to make a whole bunch of money if everybody's going to benefit from it?
No, but everybody will be doing all the work. I didn't say you just work hard and you don't get it. I said everybody will be doing the work.
Well, that's the thing. With classism is a result in most cases of people's hard work.
But a lot of times people steal people's hard work. A lot of times you can work as hard as you want to and you still don't get the results that you want to get. And that's life. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but from your definition, if you're talking about you spending your 10,000 hours and doing all this and doing all that, a lot of times people do all that and they still just do not, it just does not work for them. It just does not pan out the way you plan it to pan out to be.
Yes, there's always that possibility. From what I would guess, because I don't have like 100 people who put in 10,000 hours, and what are the results of those 100 people, right?
Okay.
The absolute majority of people who do put in 10,000 hours into their work reap the benefits from it. Absolute majority.
What did did we say good afternoon, Naps and Beauty?
Naps and Beauty was good.
What's happening?
What's going on? How you doing?
You read that?
Cultivate said the weather has to be number one. Not too hot, not too cold. Tolerable weather for sure. Cultivate also said has to be mixed community and decent taxes. You can't have too many of us in one place. Sorry, but it's the truth.
What did Davy Adams say? A boy got to change his government. Man. Not change it, but you got to change it over here. What up, Ski?
Said, what's up, chat? Chat. What? He said, chat should fold that N-word, no yoga mat. Chat, they chatting? He said, what?
He on this Kanye West stuff. You know Kanye be saying random shit.
Yeah, but no, just like I don't think should we do away with classism? Then no, then I don't see. I think that would just change the entire way life is lived, at least in America for sure.
How? If everybody doing every job?
But it's like you say everybody's doing every job, but then you also sectioned off men from what the things men do versus what women do. You said men would be the construction workers and women would be the teachers. But that's not everybody doing the same jobs.
But they're not built like us, though. I don't care what society's saying. All that. You come on now. I understand you trying to go with what the society say and what everybody else does. Dog, your wife is not going to be out here doing construction work.
Well, I guess my question is, though, before was, how do we pick who does what? How do you pick who's the electrician, who's the plumber, who's the truck driver, who's the so on, who's the person in the boardrooms? Because you still got to have people, you know what I'm saying, making decisions. How do you get to that? Who does that?
But that's why I say it'll go by age and like demographic or whatever like that. If you're strong and all like that, you'll be doing the most physical work for right now. It's not saying you're going to be doing that for the rest of your life.
So essentially the older people are making the decisions?
Yeah, some of them are probably.
So they doing that right now.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going off of the question you're asking. Uh-huh. You said everybody does every job. Mm-hmm. But then you section men off from women. That's not everybody doing every job. Mm-hmm. So men, just like you said, not everybody who put in their 10,000 hours saw the benefits from it. Not every man is built to be a construction worker. A lot of men are built to be teachers. Not every woman is built to be teachers. A lot of women are built to be construction workers. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't really see if we do away with classism, and then actually we need to go to the definition. So looking at, pull it up for everybody. Socialism. Okay, so it says a political and economic theory of social organization which advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. Policy or practice focused on the political and economic theory of socialism. That I hate those types of definitions. Let's see. In the Marxist theory, a traditional social state between the overthrow of capitalism and the realization of communism. Did that help y'all at all?
Nope.
I mean, I know the difference, but yeah.
Okay, let me switch to, because I pulled up communism as well. Let's see. All right. A communist society would entail the absence of private property in social classes, and ultimately money and the state. Oh, okay. Communists often seek a voluntary state of self-governance, but disagree on the means to this end.
So that was more like getting rid of socialism, or class is going to get you communism.
Right. I think I agree. Yeah. So this, I pulled up one. Okay, but go ahead, JVD.
No, just long story short, just to answer the question and kind of keep this thing moving, is that do I think that classes should go away? Probably, but I'd say I don't think that's going to happen. In an ideal world, sure, but
so if you think if we can map out a plan to how to decimate it or whatnot,
decimate.
Mm-hmm. If we had a plan to decimate it. Mm-hmm. You think that'll probably be, like, if you see the plan that we all can agree on and we all can vote on, like, oh, we're going to do away with this, but this is how we're going to do everything from now on.
Yeah. Well, so I think with humans, humans always try to figure out a way to tribe up or to separate themselves from other groups. Mm-hmm. So eventually it's going to, I could vote on it and we can all be on the same page. But I think eventually
it's going to be one nigga.
Yeah, it's always gonna be one, and they're gonna be pulling for tugging at another person to come with them. There's always gonna be some type of divide.
We need to make a union.
Yeah. So because somebody's gonna feel like they're not getting their fair share. It don't matter if we all getting, if it's 4 of us and we're all getting quarters. Somebody's gonna pull out the measuring stick and say his quarter is bigger than yours. So I mean, it just.
I did a little bit more work than he did.
Yeah.
And is that not what you just said? Is that not a viable response?
What to what?
Like if you said I did more work than he did, so I should get more.
It's never gonna be, I guess.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're asking the question, I'm entertaining the question, but I'm saying.
But it's always gonna be like somebody did, okay, we all carrying a sack of potatoes, right, up the stairs. But I had to wait till y'all to go, so I took an extra step. So that means I did more work than y'all did? Come on, man.
But what if you're carrying 2 and we're carrying 2 sacks and we're carrying 1?
No, but we all carrying 1. We all carrying 1 sack of potatoes.
But that's
right?
that's what I mean when you did more work than us by carrying 2 sacks of potatoes.
But no, we all got 1 sack of potatoes. Ain't no 2. He said 4s. So if you got 4 and you got 4 people, that means each person get 1.
I'll tell you what if it's a situation where, there's 5 sacks of potatoes and there's 4 people. Somebody going to have to go grab,
Are we going to split it between the 4 of us, or we just going to keep it in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's going to be somebody going to say, I did more work.
So that's why it'll probably never work to do away with classism, because we'll never come to agreement, because somebody will always feel like they did more work than the other person, and instead of just doing the work. Sometimes you might do more work than me this time, but then I might do more work than you on the back end on the other time. And then this person might carry the load on the other time he might do it. But you're going to have people, like you say, it's always going to be somebody that say, oh, I did more work this time, I get that extra 2-3 cents.
So you saying that's a bad thing?
Yeah, it's a bad thing. Because we all don't never do all equal work. It doesn't matter how you put it. You're not.
And that's why we can't do away with classism, because there are people
But even with classism, we still do, like you sit up here and say, people do this many hours and that many hours. Motherfucker, most classism people and most people at the top done stole shit. They didn't work hard for that shit. They stole a lot of that shit. That's why they up there. A lot of times, a lot of people in the society we in right now, a lot of times, a lot of niggas stealing from people at the bottom that's not as smart as them. They're stealing.
They might want to get their smart game up.
So people at the bottom might,
people at the bottom.
He's proving my point.
It's terrible. No, I mean it's terrible to think like that. But you're always gonna have somebody who's smarter, who's willing to take advantage of the less smart. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how society is. Now, is that morally? Is that morally right? No, but I think that it doesn't matter who's running it. Like, if you guys ever watch Animal Farm, or read the book Animal Farm?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The pigs was running the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
swine.
Yeah, the swine was running. It's a great book. You probably should have read it in, I don't know, grammar school or some shit. But you can watch a film on YouTube about it. But, yeah.
The audiobook is on YouTube.
Audiobook, okay. But Animal Farm. Check that out. Kind of tells you how societies and shit is even formed and try to change and everything. Yeah.
So, let's see. I pulled up socialism versus communism.
The isms.
How is socialism different from communism? It says socialism and communism are both economic and political systems that aim to reduce the inequality and give power to the working class. However, they differ in how property and resources are distributed and how change is achieved. So, I had a specific example that was in my head. Oh man, I lost it. I'm gonna think about it later, and it's not gonna make a difference. Oh, it was a picture of. I wish I could pull it up. It was like equity versus equality. I don't know if y'all seen it, but there was like an animated picture of people trying to look at a baseball game. And essentially, basically, it was basically saying, like, if equity is, I forget what the equality comparison was. I think the equality is you get what you put in, you get out what you put in. But the equity example was one person essentially makes $1 million, but they have to split that $1 million with the people that didn't put in the work to make $1 million.
Let me ask you guys this: you ever see the niggas that work at Amazon, like the warehouse?
Yeah.
No, not the shit on people that work at Amazon. Them just all warehouses. But you ever see those guys?
Yeah.
You expect them niggas to make decisions for you?
I never seen the warehouse, but I've seen.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you go Google this shit. Y'all expect motherfuckers, like, everybody can't be in position to make the decisions. You got the decision makers, you got the workers, and a lot of times the decision makers is the niggas who telling people what to do. I just, you know, should even as you age, I don't think necessarily, and with age should come wisdom, but this day and age, as people starting to get older.
It's starting to get dumber.
Yeah. I can't.
It's so funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I just.
Oh, man. So let me catch up on these comments super quick and we'll move on. Y'all guys got anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Let's see. DHPX said 8 people with 3 lights get their joint to at least 6, or I'm gonna call ICE on y'all. I got them on speed dial. Let's see. He said something else. Let's see. We can be predominantly the community, and it's not dangerous. I think that was actually. Cultivate said, because DHPX and Cultivate are talking about what community looks like for either one of them. And Cultivate said there's a huge difference between ninjas and blacks. I'll take blacks for 100, Alex. I'm just saying. And DHPX said, you black, you an N-word, no difference.
I'm a Teenage Mutant Nigga Turtle.
That was funny.
That was. I'm not going to lie. I'll say I quit. We already know what we talking about.
Y'all know.